big reveal. I am going to Iceland in a year to learn in a month to learn Icelandic. That's it. I wasn't planning on doing that anytime soon, especially considering the fact that I cannot leave this country for very much over the next year in order to get citizenship. But I was offered the opportunity to learn Icelandic in Reykjavik for free. Yay. And in exchange for me, just documenting my journey and making videos about it. So I'm not actually getting paid anything, but it's kind of being sponsored to do this. It's kind of really exciting. Now, last time I did something like this, it was in 2023 when I went to Lithuania. And that was kind of a similar case where I had to buy my own flights. I got there. The course was free. And in Lithuania, they gave me like 700 euros. Like, they actually paid me. Not me specifically, but anyone going on the course. Because in Lithuania, they really want to promote the language, so they would just pay anyone to learn it. So I basically spent all of that money on rent and like local economy anyway. So that worked out. Kind of like I took home nothing. Whereas now they're paying for the course and accommodation. It's a very similar situation, but this time that's for me specifically because they've seen what I've done on YouTube and they're interested in what I would do in Iceland. So I actually still have to work out what exactly I want to do, like content wise, while I'm there. I have some ideas in mind. I won't spoil everything now, but I'm thinking in several different directions. It's like when I was in Lithuania, I talked about going there, talk about language, about learning the language, talk about the environment, not like the natural environment, like the linguistic environment. I might go down that route, or might talk about something that would be typical of my channel. We'll see what I manage to do, but it was all very sudden. I was offered like a few weeks back, and then I was like, I couldn't confirm yet because I need to wait for confirmation that I can actually go physically. And then I took ages to make my decision. I had a lot of anxiety about leaving home for a long time, partly because of the citizenship thing, but also just leaving home for weeks on end. I'm too old for that now. But in the end, I was like, I feel like it's now or never. My other option was to do it next year. But then I was like, I'll probably have a job next year and not be able to go. So it's now or never. And I went for it. Paid some expensive flights because it's only a month ahead. Again, if you want to help me get there, bam, that's your chance. It's a cool opportunity, great opportunity. It's supposedly a month-long course. It's actually 3 weeks-ish, I think. I just realized that I was almost going to miss the final exam, but thankfully the flight that I was going to get went up in price, so I got a later flight instead, and then I can make it to the final exam. It's 3 weeks. And then I'll be back home finally. So I'll be going straight from Polyglot Gathering to Iceland. And that saves me one flight. Because if I were to go to the gathering and back, that would be, I think, £35 there and then like £100 back. So I actually save that £100 flight and put that into the flight to Iceland instead. So actually, that's a good maneuver. How exciting, how I'm going. Yep, Iceland is also very expensive. Yes, that's one thing that unnerves me. Just the pure cost of living over there. I made a pros and cons spreadsheet because I love making spreadsheets, and every time I have a very difficult decision to make, I make like a pros and cons sheet. And one thing that is a con on both, because I was choosing between going next month or next year, right? And in both cases, next month and next year, a big con is just living cost. It's so expensive. I actually haven't been there. I looked on Google Maps, looked at some menus. I was like, I wonder how much a boba tea is. It's not too surprising. It's like £1.50 more than here. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. What is this? Oh, hi.
Have fun in Iceland.
Thank you. I will try my best. Yeah, I will bring so much gear there. Hopefully my it all fits into my suitcase. I'm going to bring this. I might try to do a stream there as well. I'm going to have to rely on the MacBook Air. I hope the Apple chip actually can do all this. I used to use this Lenovo laptop. That definitely cannot do any sort of video editing or streaming anymore. But now I have the MacBook from the university. It's a basic MacBook Air. But thankfully it's good enough to edit some videos a little bit. Hopefully I can do a stream on it and also make some videos while I'm there. Otherwise that would be a pain. I hope you enjoy Icelandic cold. It's June, mate. It's not going to be cold. It's going to be, chilly. It's like, I checked, it's like 4 degrees to 16-ish, maybe? 4 to 15. I thrive in that weather, mate. Like, it's fine. But I heard it's very windy, and I was told it's a lot like Edinburgh in a way. So it's okay. Like, I thrive best at around 15, 16 degrees as things stand. Iceland weather is not cold in June. Have you been, Jackie? It sounds like you've been. I've never been there, so I don't know. And I'm going to see some like midnight sun as well, presumably. That's exciting. I'm a bit nervous about that because whenever I see beautiful things, I feel the need to, film it in a way that does it justice. But I can't because I'm not good at cinematography. If I were Evan Edinger, for example, then I would I'd find just the right shot, and I've got the nice camera, and I color grade it perfectly. Whereas all I've got is this one. This is my camera. That's it. That's the only one I've got. No drones, no action cameras, no 360 cameras. I actually do want a 360 cameras, but that's the only one I've got. The vlogging camera. So hopefully I can, in a way, do it justice. I have no idea. This can do a lot. Like you can do time lapse and things. But for example, in my last video, you saw me mount it on the bike, and that the angle was shit. What I should have done was, get a 360 camera, put it on a big pole, and then film myself from there. I guess I could still put this on a big pole, but it's just not the same. Smiley face. I joined a little late. Are you learning Icelandic? I will be. But right now, no. Not right now. I'm learning Uyghur, as I say in the stream. But that is why... Oh no, that's not actually why. There's a tiny bit more to explain after this. What have I missed? That's why you ended up in Manchester. Yeah. No, I mean, it's not it's the other way around. Because I acclimatized to the weather here, the climate here, and that's why I feel best at that kind of weather. It's not the other way around, So now when I go to places like Czech Republic in late May, when it's like 20 degrees, I'm freaking out. every time I go to the Polygon gathering, whether it be in Poland, in the Czech Republic, in Slovakia, it's going to be like in the UK, I'd be still wearing my sort of thin coat in June. It's like 17, 15, 16 degrees. And then I arrive there and bam, I'm sweating the hell out of my hair. Also, like, I think when I went to Poland for the gathering, I made the mistake of packing, spring clothes, shirts, long trousers. And then I go there and it's like 22 degrees and everyone's in a t-shirt and shorts and everything. I'm like, no, I'm dying here. What am I doing? What have I done? So I'm kind of glad. Oh no, that means this is going to be a difficult trip to pack for. Because I'm going to the Czech Republic in late May. So I need to pack for summer. And then I'm going to Iceland, where it's like 10 degrees average. Oh no, that's good. I'm worried now. Okay, just layer up. It's fine. It's not like it's winter anyway. Enjoy the almost midnight sun. I want to see solar eclipse in August. Oh yeah, there is I totally forgot. So I've got a friend who's going there in August for the solar eclipse. I'm gonna be 2 months too early. Sorry. I didn't have a say in that. It was decided for June. What I think of Iceland is the cold weather. It's I haven't been there, so I don't know. But it's not Greenland, that's for sure. Greenland's proper cold. Iceland is, when it's not winter, it's probably fine. I've been learning things about the country as I'm preparing for the trip, like how the transportation is like, how the city looks, and so on. There's no trains. But also another important part of that update is that part of the decision I had to make between going next month and next year was that the course next month is going to be in Swedish, whereas the one next year is going to be in English. So I had, again, in my pros and cons sheet, I had a lot to think about. For one, I do want to do it in Swedish because that skips a lot of hassle. You know, going from Swedish to Icelandic is much easier than going from English to Icelandic. You save a lot of time learning things that you already know from Swedish, because Swedish and Icelandic are very... Swedish is like Icelandic simplified, okay? And then also, that would finally give me the drive to brush up my Swedish, because I haven't spoken Swedish for a decade. I used to be really good, and now I'm not. I've been meaning to brush up my Swedish, I just have no motivation. But finally, I have the perfect motivator to actually brush up on my Swedish, and that is why for the rest of the streams this month, I'm going to be focusing on Swedish specifically. That is the reason why this is the last Uyghur stream for a while. Yeah, so when I was deciding between the two options, I was like, So on the bright side, I would love to use this as an opportunity to brush up on my Swedish, but also I'm kind of stressed out now, so it would be a lot to have to actually learn and improve my Swedish as well. It's like extra work, but you know what? If I'm doing it on stream and also spending some extra time on it, it'll work out. I need to brainstorm how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna film a video about like how I'm brushing up on my Swedish. After I brainstorm how I'm gonna do it, I'm still out of ideas now. I don't have any good ideas quite yet. What is the best way of going about that? Because it's not like I'm learning a new language. I'm reactivating a language that is strong but very buried in my head. Be sure to bring a variety because the weather climate differences are going to be pretty big. Yeah.